Hello everybody, we're here on Dark Season, back in the land where 2 new mythics has come out. That being said, someone, yet again, managed to show up before I have everything ready, with Harmonic Tana, with Annette, +2, with Summer Edelgard, Dagger, Peony at +2, there we go, and Nefuz. This team was literally only up for like 2 minutes before I changed it. How did they get in here so fast? I don't know. Anyway, so we're having one match with last season's team, and then everything will be changed up for the new season. I hope you're looking forward to that while you watch this. Right here though, Summer Edelgard attacking into Nagi. Now, we do have a Nagi who, well, Summer Edelgard is one of the units I very specifically considered when taking into account what Nagi should be able to tank, and it looks like that worked for the best. They tried to take her on a non-save tile, but it was not a safe tile either, because that was the real trap. Well, I'm pretty happy with that, but let's go take a look at what we've got that's new. So, starting with Gullveig. Gullveig's still the same. This is Brave Gullveig, not Mythic Gullveig, but she's now our Warp Anchor. She's got Guidance 4, kind of replacing Catria's Soaring Guidance. We've got Duo Ymir as our new Duo unit. I think she's a really good helper here, partially for Kvasir, Gullveig, they need to stay alive, and also for our tanks. Citrinne, still here. Since Gullveig probably isn't doing much AoEing this time around, I've got AoE Citrinne, and she's spreading the same buffs as always. Gotta love Citrinne. And of course, here's Kvasir, who, well, I figured her base C slot wasn't going to see much use, so for the time being she's running Green Feud, just in case. Are there any good green supports? I guess she can feud out, like, Legendary Alear? No, Legendary Alear isn't even on season. What am I talking about? But any powerful green supports or green units, who knows? Up against us, Dagger, Brave Gullveig, Hatari Azura, Ash, Fafnir, New Year's Fafnir, and Brave Corrin for our first match of the new setup. Gullveig going into Flora here. Let's see if Flora still survives one combat. Probably not going to make it through 2, unfortunately, because we are taking 14 damage up front here. But hey, 1 works. That's already Gullveig's actions taken care of for the turn. Fafnir going into Nagi now. Let's see that damage reduction in action. Oh, it's good. And they are, well, they could have chosen to go for a hit and sit out of range, hit and run kind of deal, but they are just tanking up front with their Corrin. Here's Kvasir. The actual damage involved not going to be too great by the looks of it, but for the first time this season, we're getting to see Kvasir's awesome animations. I love these golden, sparkly meteors. And you should as well. Special triggers. So, that's a free dance on our Duo Ymir. And that, as well as giving Gullveig the chance to go in. And Gullveig is our natural Brave Corrin counter. We are winning the speed check here. Not quite a kill, unfortunately, bringing her down to 4 hit points, which of course she's now healing back up, but that's plenty thanks to the 14 damage from the Flame Veins, and there is Corrin gone. And by the way, we've got more units we can warp in still. Say hello to Ymir! Duo Ymir not really here to do a huge amount of damage, although she can hit decently hard. She's mostly here for support and for being really hard to kill. And Citrinne able to warp in as well, AoE, and zaps that Ash. That's as far as we're getting on our initial engage, but we did take out half of that team, all their tanks, and they quit the match. Battle number 2. Battle number 3. Battle number 2 of the new team. We're up here against Gatekeeper plus 10, Duo Kagero plus 1, Brave Marth plus 10, Flame plus 3, alright, Peony plus 10, and Dagger plus 10. So high scoring team here, and they've got the right supports to deal with us, bringing in Gatekeeper, so Citrinne not going to be able to warp into this Marth here. And Marth does have what's arguably the counter to Kvasir. What am I talking about? Well,
victory is ours.
He's got Special Spiral 4. He's got a damage reduction piercing special. However, that's exactly why we brought Duo Ymir along. I'm glad that this specific thing was something we were able to show off so immediately in the season, and Ymir warping somewhere weird as well. Didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, Kvasir and Gullveig as well, the mythic Gullveig that is, their big weakness is that for their effects trigger, they do actually need to survive the combat. The best tanks against both of them are tanks who can kill on counterattack. So how do we beat that? We just don't get killed, and look, this is what we get from it. Arguably should have been a pretty solid counter with the Gatekeeper and the Marth there, but they got blown up instead. And well, funny thing, they actually could have saved themselves by just moving Gatekeeper one slot over so that Ymir couldn't rally. But they didn't do that, so we're fine. Okay, next up. Our opponents here, we have Brave Crom plus 1, Legendary Alear. Hello, hang on a second. I thought I said you were off season. Why are you here? Go away. Tea Time Ayra, Peony, Arcane Crom, sure, and Goto. Now, here's the funny thing, right? Nagi normally has a really good matchup against Tea Time Ayra thanks to our build. It relies on damage reduction. It relies on so much damage reduction. So sure, I guess if you bring along Legendary Alear and lose points on offense for bringing a off-season unit, then sure, you can break through my Nagi and canter all the way back out of there. How dare you? They use the safety fence to keep us out, and now turn 2, they're doing it again.
So delicious.
And because of the ridiculous canto on that Ayra, able to get so far away with half of their team. The other half of their team, this Legendary Alear here, honestly does stand a good shot at tanking most of our units. However, the one unit she cannot handle, Citrinne and the AoE special. One kill is not enough to stop them though. Looks like we want to keep up their sweep, going in with Crom, going in with Ayra, who again is going to be able to canto back out after this.
You are most welcome.
Is the HP threshold enough? Not quite. She is able to kill Ymir.
Some more?
I don't remember what this harmonic skill does. Gets danced. Chrom goes in to kill Citrinne. Down to just Dancer and Kvasir left. Well, it looks like we're down to just Kvasir left. But their whole team is still in range. Who are we going for? Chrom, we've chosen you.
Fate could not change.
To get blasted. Two units down, they're still not surrendering. And, well, 70% damage reduction does a lot, but they choose to end the match, despite the fact that this is still day 2 and they didn't get any pots. Although, I mean, actually, I think 2-unit losses are fine with the mythic setup we've got. We don't even lose that much lift. Well, next up, we've got Legendary Ninian, we've got Dagger, +4, we've got Summer Edelgard, +2, Asker, +1, Nefuz, +1, and Cornelia, +7. That's an evil one if they're going for sweeps, because Cornelia prevents counterattacks from all of our units who she meets for res check on, which, if you look carefully, is all of our units. Edelgard going into Nagi here. Even without the ability to counterattack, our Nagi build does really well against Summer Edelgard. They could choose to finish her off here, but if they do, they've got no way of getting Edelgard out, so instead, they back all the way away. Healing Tower does its thing. Team comes forward. We're able to send Flora out to snipe Dagger. You were supposed to kill there, buddy. Luckily, Flora out of position isn't a huge problem necessarily because, well, we're not super in need of fast saving here. Our problems are more the melee units, such as this Summer Edelgard, who is gonna keep on gale forcing. And this Nefuz, who's probably gonna join her. Again, one thing that's really handy here, the Cornelia doing her whole counterattack prevention thing means that Deflect Melee doing even more work than it normally does in these combats.
I'll study your technique.
How many of you are keeping track of how many hits from Summer Edelgard Nagi has taken at this point? And Legendary Ninian's finally able to finish Nagi off, but they've used 4 whole actions on that. The fact that they still have more actions left over is frankly ridiculous, but, well, we take what we can. Kvasir here going into Legendary Ninian. So there's our first kill. Ymir. Don't know if that's quite enough to kill Edelgard. Moonbow's gonna do a bit more, but... No, she's on 14 hit points. Luckily, Triandra should be... Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. If Triandra came in due to 5 damage rule and missed the kill here, I would have been so mad. Okay, 2 units down. And they keep going. 99 damage. Goes down to 30. 70% damage reduction. Really is 70%. 99 damage. Well, actually, it was 100 damage. For damage display only goes up to 99. Unfortunately, the damage reduction only works once. But, well, once... I was going to say once is enough. No, once was not enough. She's dead. And yeah, it looks to me like, well, okay, there's the miracle doing its thing. But unfortunately, again, they have extra actions. They have so many extra actions. Here's Gale Force. And it's just Triandra left. And yeah, here's the thing, I don't think Triandra can kill any of these units.
If it's a nightmare you
Maybe I
want.
should put a better special on her. But still, I don't think any special that's getting charged up from her Summer Edelgard combat earlier is actually going to finish Asuka here. So they are able to, on the last turn, get pots and take their 2-unit loss. What is it with the people and the 2-unit losses today? Hello? Hello? No, normally we don't take those. We like scoring points. No? Well, it's fine. As I've said before, it doesn't matter to me. Not this season especially. Next up, Peony. Brave Seliph +2. Brave Crom. Dagger +1. Ulla, we don't see her that often, +1. And Air. Doing the classic Horse Force opener. 50 times 2. Let's see what that is in real numbers. Yeah, that's more like it. This kicks in as well. Yeah, no, you're not doing damage to me. They do back away. I'd like to point out that this is with Nagi getting hit by Armor School as well. Amelia, I don't know how powerful the Armor School is, but... Okay, take 2. 45 times 2. Again, barely putting a scratch in Nagi. Brave Crom, he's an armor effective unit. Yeah, sure, a little bit of damage. Okay, even more now, he's got the peony buffs. For this, is it good? Yeah, it's enough. Has anyone been keeping count of how many actions these guys have used so far? Because, yeah, used all but one of their Gale Force actions and finally managed to break through just my near save. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So yeah, they obviously giving up. And next up, our opponents here, Arcane Crom, Brave Gullveig, Dagger, Sonya, Arcane Sonya, Brave Corrin, and Ash. Using the Dagger to let Gullveig attack in immediately. Again, pretty chunky damage to Flora, but nothing she can't handle for one action, at least. 2 actions might be a bit of a different deal. Armored Flow does kick in. Ooh, it's close, but not quite enough. And okay, there's Flora out of it. And as we kind of expected, they're backing away. Now let's see. Oh, interesting. Citrinne not warping in this time. Gullveig instead, as our dedicated Corrin destroyer, is gonna presumably destroy this Corrin. We'll see how it actually turns out, but Luna into the armored flow reduction is not quite enough, but on 8 hit points it should be a pretty easy finish in the next combat. Yeah, there we go. Flame Vein brings Corrin down to 1, and 1 cannot be reduced down to 0 without a lot of damage reduction. And yeah, the Kanto brings Citrinne in range for big AoE there. Team shuffles up. And they actually, they quit. Thank goodness. They'd lost 2 units. I thought they were gonna try something. But no, it looks like they'd seen the voice of reason. And here's our last battle of the season. We're up against Peony, Legendary Robin, some Fjorm, Dagger, Freya +3, and Aska +2. Some Fjorm with Legendary Robin support is pretty dang scary, actually. Especially considering this is a 4 mythic team. This Summer Fjorm is running around with a whole bunch of extra stats. 70 hit points. Does not hit hard enough to kill against our Ymir, however, and that gives Citrinne the chance to walk right on over and blast that poor Robin into oblivion. Ymir choosing to take the combat again. I don't know how well this is going. Kvasir attacking in as well. With the Legendary Robin support, Summer Fjorm actually does manage to outspeed Kvasir. That's a pretty tough achievement, especially considering I think we're on bonus season here, right? One Shot's Picnic Flora as well, and Nagi going in just for the heck of it. Yeah, it does cut straight through Nagi's damage reduction. Honestly, oh, don't tell me you're gonna... I was gonna say, honestly, if they hadn't mispositioned that Legendary Robin, they could have won this match, but no, they did misposition him, and this is how it turned out for them. That Summer Fjorm, pretty dang scary, actually. Well, in any case, that's the end of the season. Glad you all could make it. It's our first time in a little while running a team with no Harmonic Catria again. What did you think? You're going to be running something like this yourself? I think it worked out pretty dang well, personally. Even if we did take a couple losses, they were losses with 2 units killed, so who's the real winner here, huh? Thanks everyone for showing up as normal. Leave your comments, leave your likes. I've been Penrust, and I'll see you all next time. Penrust out.